Hi everyone, it's Lisa here for Honeybee Stamps. Thanks for joining me for another card video. So today I'm pulling out supplies that rarely get used in my craft room, and I'm going to make 3 very simple birthday cards. To get started, I have the birthday candle stencil laid onto a piece of 80-pound cardstock, and I've secured it in place with purple tape right along the top of the stencil. I'm going to be using Deco Foil Transfer Gel to cover the entire stencil. And then I'm going to use this one piece of stenciled cardstock to create all 3 of my cards. Now, the technique that gives me the best results when I'm stenciling to do some foiling is to lay down a lot of the transfer gel right across the top of the stencil. And then I'm going to come in with my scraper and slowly pull that gel down and into the stencil. It's like icing a cake. You start with way more icing than you actually need when you're icing a cake, and it's easier to start with more and then take away than it is to keep adding more. It just ends up messing up what you've already done. So you'll notice that I didn't add any more gel. I just took away from what was there. So I'm going to go ahead and cut a piece of gold foil the size of my cardstock, and then I'm going to run that through my laminator. Now it's sitting to the left there. It's already preheated and it's set at 3 mil. I'm skipping all the unnecessary parchment paper, cardstock shims, and I'm going to send it through the laminator exactly the way that you see it. I didn't use anything else, and you can do that. It won't hurt your machine. It also gives me the best results ever because I don't foil a lot because I get so aggravated with it. But by doing it like that, I get the best result. Okay, so for this card here, I have a 4¼ by 5½ inch card. I've cut a piece of the pattern paper from the Birthday Bash 6x6 paper pad to 4 inches by 5¼ and I centered it up on my card base. I went ahead and added a 2-inch strip of the gold foil candles cut to 5½ inches long onto the card base with liquid adhesive. Now I ran the Honeycut Party through my die cut machine with white cardstock and then the shadow for it with black cardstock. Added liquid adhesive to all of that to put it together and add it to my card. I stamped the word Let's from that party stamp set and went ahead and added that to the side so it would read Let's Party. So for our next cards, these cards are so easy. I temporarily placed that ampersand and a piece of the gold foiled paper into the MISTI so I could place my sentiment where I wanted it. I placed a card base in there. I'm stamping it using VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink. I took the first card base out and I've placed a second one in there because I'm going to do 2 of the cards. Just using different pattern papers. So I have my 2 pattern papers here from the Birthday Bash paper pad. I'm going to run them through the die cut machine with that ampersand from the Be Bold Alphabet Honey Cuts. And then I'm going to cut a strip of both of the pattern papers to 2 inches wide by 4¼ inches high. Now the foiled cardstock is 1 3/4 inch by 4¼ inches high. I'm going to use liquid adhesive to the back of the paper, place it on the card, and I'm going to follow that with that foiled cardstock, and I have 2 of the ampersands that I had cut out with black cardstock. I stacked those together with liquid adhesive and went ahead and placed the pattern paper on top of that to hold it on. So there we go. You're going to repeat that same process for this second card that you see here. Now to finish the cards off, I'm going to add a few sequins and a few enamel dots, and then that's going to bring us to the end of this video. I really appreciate you joining me today. I hope you'll click the subscribe button and ring the bell to be notified of new content to the channel. For more information on the products used, head over to the Honeybee Stamps website, and I hope you have an amazing day.